Potties. Start at www.kubi.pl in chapter TS061 in 91 languages. The veteran sees people as incapable of development and not understanding the threat eaters of time. He, the timeless one who rules the worlds like gods, but is not omnipotent. He who allowed the Pretekineterka to enter the human world. He who had to accept the existence of Marija. It is not known why the veteran chose this ocean-going vessel. And yet, Hombre was sitting on a bench on the third deck and had no idea who that gentleman was, with his oversized hat fastened with a thong under his chin. A veteran is someone who does not bow to any wave. Hombre did not know that he was in danger, and the veteran knew he had to do something about this weirdness that Hombre turned out to be for him. The veteran was listening to Hombre's thoughts, or maybe it was their joint research? Hombre was pondering, or maybe something in him was reflecting on him and imposing this course of thought on him. The veteran listened carefully. We are potties full of the most sacred impurities, and the enamel air is our greatest gift. Hombre wondered what this rubbish was. Like the potty swaying on the waves of the ocean, the air underwater does not allow you to hear the sound of the wind and the scream of gulls. We know nothing about albatrosses. Only the most sacred impurities in the potties even out the air level a little and allow you to hear the wind at least a little, the ether of the skies. Though the enamel is broken here and there, we are human when our sacred shit mingles with the ocean. They are the functions of the potties, which is why we exist. That's the only reason the potty is made by a factory without eyelashes. Tears without eyelashes. At the sound of the chime and horn, the murmurando of our thoughts is triggered. Intrusive whispers without words. Desires without giggles, sweetness without meaning, sin without dimension, drolling without gray. Factory. A thrill and over again this first time. The same second circulation freshness, closed dream distillation. Every twin knows it. He knows what the second twin in a balaclava with a scented cigar in his mouth. Some smiles are symmetrical. Will the army find a place for a man with half an arm? He's not bitter at all. I've never cried over spilled milk. A potty full of the most sacred filth complains. I cannot hug children with a hand with several tips. Repair machines overcome the sound barrier. My laser helmet flew off with my head at full speed at 20,000 meters. It's like a helmet on the wings. There's nothing like watching worms or people running along the paths of destiny, said the veteran with gusto, and twisted his mustache. He raced with complacency and scratched behind his ear like a village steward at the sight of a sow. Modern materials combined with diagnostics and the speed of disappearance and masking make mimicry and moths invaluable in winning a war without a fight. The moths fly towards the flame of vengeance and will not leave the trail that leads them there. How are we to teach compassion when our bodies are charred at the bottom? By showing us how we die burned? We stand up for the truth, but it is not dead, but only alive. Like you, she thinks she can change people. Like you, she thinks her way is right. Take off your hat and spread the moth wings. Your flight is our flight, your speech is our confession. Your will is assigned to those hiding and disappearing in dimension. Spread the news. Your knowledge will not enslave our mind rush. We will prepare for another dimension to come without revenge and without compassion. No mercy, because without those who need it. Happy are the tears extinguishing the flame of revenge. And we will turn the grain we have for food. The wind raises our wings by itself. A sick friend will heal when his heart renounces vengeance and refreshes himself. Let's fly. Here's the proof that we're not going to hurt you. The rain will fall and the harvest will increase. The herds will multiply and the water will become clear and crystal. A sick friend has the will to heal and the power to live without dying. I promise not to let our thoughts be forgotten. Our dreams will guide us through the path of memory. Give us hope that we will continue to strive and believe in people. Their good path will be rewarded with their eternity and remembrance. Half the light does not shine on the past, it illuminates the future. Is it true? His legs are like the marshal's chestnut. Remember the clay your mother. Oh sweet Ishtar, lover of my body. These are Barrow's lips, dry with longing for you. Start at www.kubi.pl in 91 languages in chapter TS061.